Do me a favor, close your eyes right quick and imagine 50 Cent. Curtis Jackson, just imagine, see his face, right? Now imagine that he was born in the 1900s, the early 1900s, Jim Crow segregated South 1900s. And 50 Cent's mad. Mr. Jackson is upset. He's so mad that he's ready to fight. And he's starting to fight everybody he can. And he's 6'1", 250. He's taking people out. He's becoming this great fighter known all throughout the world. And he wants everybody to know that he's mad and he wants to beat you up. In fact, he's doing this so much that he's taking his expert level trolling to new levels. He's finding boxing champions in the 1900s and he's telling them, you're weak, you're soft. I know what you did last night. I slept with your girl. He's 50 Cent. He's a master of trolling. Now open your eyes, because we're not talking about 50 Cent. We're talking about Jack Johnson. On This Week Black in Style, we're looking at the world's biggest troll, Jack Johnson. Go, 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 go. So Jack Johnson was born John Arthur Johnson on March 31st, 1878 in Galveston, Texas, to parents who had been formerly enslaved. Again, these all start so terrible. Now, he grew up in the first rise of Jim Crow, when segregation and racial violence shaped everyday life for Black Americans. As a young man, he worked different jobs before finding his way into boxing. So Johnson began fighting professionally in the 1890s. Now, at this time, boxing was very segregated. Black fighters fought black fighters. White fighters fought white fighters. White people was just like, don't touch us with those monkey hands, you weirdos, which was crazy. But hey, it's 1900s, man. Johnson kept winning and building a reputation as one of the best black fighters in America. Now, in 1903, Johnson defeated Denver Ed Martin to become the world colored heavyweight champion. But Johnson didn't want to just be called the best black heavyweight. He wanted to be recognized as the best heavyweight, period. So he began chasing heavyweight Tommy Burns. That's a crazy name. He sounds like he's tough. Publicly challenging him and following him around the world. He wasn't just in America. He followed this man around the world trying to make him fight him. I love Jack Johnson. Is a wild man. Now, eventually Burns agreed. On December 26, 1908, Johnson fought Tommy Burns in Sydney, Australia. Johnson dominated him. Police had to stop the fight in the 14th round, and Jack Johnson became the first black heavyweight champion of the world. For many white Americans, the most prestigious championship in sports would not be held by a black man. Well, they were in for a surprise in the future, but Johnson wasn't really that humble about it. I get it. Now, this is when Johnson started sounding a little bit more like 50 Cent. Johnson enjoyed his success publicly. He brought expensive clothes and jewelry. He loved fast cars. It's 1900s. Cars ain't that fast. But he talked trash. He smiled at opponents during fights. He did all the things that you could do to be thinking of, is that 50 Cent right there? At a time when black celebrities were often expected to be careful about how they present themselves, Johnson seemed determined to do whatever he wanted. I'm not black. I'm Jack Johnson. That's where he got it from. The search began for a white boxer who could defeat him. The newspaper called these challengers the Great White Hopes. Eventually, former heavyweight champion James J. Jeffries came out of retirement to fight Johnson. Jeffries had previously retired undefeated and was promoted as the man who could restore the heavyweight champion to white America. They were being really nice right now. I'm just kidding. There was riots all the time. The fight happened on July 4th, 1910 in Reno, Nevada. Of course, it's in Reno, Nevada. Johnson dominated him. Jeffries' corner stopped the fight in the 15th round. What were the refs doing during this time? Johnson's victory was celebrated by black Americans across the country, while racial violence erupted in numerous cities afterwards. Gotta love that white pride. All right, let's get into the real stuff about Jack Johnson, because he was an interesting guy. Now, Johnson's relationship with white women made him especially controversial. Of course it did. Federal authorities eventually prosecuted him under the Mann Act, a law originally designed to combat transporting women across state lines for prostitution or other immoral purposes. He was just probably was more. Who knows what he was doing. Now, in 1930, Johnson was convicted. The prosecution has been widely viewed as racially motivated. It was extremely racially motivated. We know that for a fact. Now, instead of going to prison immediately, Johnson left the United States because he was still rich. Money. He traveled through Europe, Mexico, South America, and other parts of the world while continuing to box. But he was still heavyweight champion. But that changed in 1915. Johnson fought Jess Willard in Havana, Cuba. The fight lasted an incredible 26 rounds. 26 rounds. Willard eventually knocked Johnson out. And after nearly 7 years, Jack Johnson's reign as a heavyweight champion was over. Many man. Now, in 1920, Johnson came back to America, where they immediately put him straight in prison. Like, they were like, straight to jail, go right now. And he spent a large amount of his time in Leavenworth Federal Penitentiary, where he lived an interesting life. He didn't die there, but he was in prison and he could fight. So I'm sure he was fine. In fact, he got a patent while he was in prison. He got a patent for a wrench, which is pretty cool. But yeah, he had to spend all that time in jail because of the Mann Act, because he was married to a white woman. It's the same law that they got P. Diddy under. I wouldn't put him in the same category, but cool. America's so confusing when it comes to black men. We like you. We don't. We like you. Hey, now. We like it. Yeah, we don't like it. Go, go, go. All right, let's break down this man's style. We got 3 outfits. Let's get to them. Go. First outfit, Jack Johnson in this car. Come on now. What you think? The fur coat, the hat. It's probably not even cold right now. He just wants to wear a fur coat. Like, bro looks amazing. 10 out of 10. I love this. It gives him real Marcus Garvey feel. Like, look at these 2 pictures. It looks good. I like this one. Outfit number 2. My man got the fur on. He got his woman next to him. Try to tell him something. Try to tell the heavyweight world champion something right now. That's what I'm talking about. 10 out of 10. I love this outfit. He just looked. This is one of those few moments where I'm just like, show it, bro. Don't be scared. Show it. And he did it. And he ain't scared, man. Oh, this fits good. And the last one, no clothes on, no shirt, nothing. Just gold teeth, bald head, heavyweight champion. Sometimes y'all got to realize style ain't got nothing to do with clothes. It got to do with you. And Jack Johnson, he knew something. So there's your style breakdown of Jack Johnson. Hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next week for another episode of Black in Style.